Good morning, Murfreesboro. I'm Lance Chandler.
And I'm Rachel Albertson. Welcome to another episode of Good Morning Murfreesboro.
Yeah, welcome. We are excited to have you this week, and we have a lot of exciting news and a lot of things to talk about. And we have 3 special guests today, so make sure you stay tuned. What's one of our bit of exciting news, Rachel, we need to tell them?
Well, there's a lot. We have a little friend here today, Murphy.
Yep, Murphy's new to our cast here on the show. He's setting in as a little, he's our set elf, actually. So you see all the packages behind us and everything. Well, Murphy's been at a lot of work through the whole week, wrapping gifts. The little guy to wrap such a big box, you know?
Right. And there's no surprise where he got his name because we're in Murfreesboro.
Exactly. So Murphy's hanging out with us. If you see him doing crazy things on the set, don't pay any attention to him. That's just what he does. He might move around on us. So just see if you can find him a little bit as he moves around, but don't pay any attention. He's just doing what Murphy does.
Yeah. Well, the other bit of exciting news is our pet of the week last week, Kodak, was placed.
He was placed, and that's such an amazing thing to happen at Christmas, and we're so happy that we were able to help Kodak. We thank everybody out there that watched last week and people that probably shared because we were able to help find Kodak a home for the holidays, and we're really hoping that everything goes well for him going forward.
Yes. And we want to thank Valley Growers again for all these beautiful poinsettias that we have on the set.
Yeah, absolutely. They're absolutely beautiful. I actually got to talk with Valley Growers this week, Rachel, and they said from now until the end of their season, which is December 21st, they are actually buy one, get one free. Nice. So if you want a poinsettia for Christmas, go over to Valley Growers. Right. They're over like in the co-op, if you know where that's at here. And they're like a little side door. You can go in there and talk to them. They have all types of deals going on in there. But the main thing they're doing is they're buy one, get one free poinsettia, and they're beautiful.
And one size fits all.
And one size fits all. Absolutely.
So did you have a good weekend?
We actually had a great weekend. What about you?
It was very good. I saw you at the tree lighting.
Yep. Me and my wife went to the tree lighting, and then we went to the Christmas parade, which was amazing. The tree lighting was beautiful, wasn't it?
Something about you in Christmas parades, though. Like, are you featured on the news here?
I'm not on the news here. I was in Seabury, like we talked about last week, but they didn't get me on this one.
Yeah, the parade was pretty amazing.
It was awesome. They had all types of amazing floats this year, Rachel. They were really cool. They had one that was a volcano that blew out smoke and bubbles. It was really cool. And then they had one. There was a guy that was literally on one playing the piano and singing at the same time Christmas tunes as he was riding through the parade, and then Santa in it the whole thing for everybody, and had the horses behind him. They were beautiful. Everything was amazing. Long parade, but that's great. That means we have a big community, so great
for sure.
Yeah.
And a little bit later, are you going to surprise everybody and let us know who won the trivia question for last week?
I actually am going to let everybody know a little bit later who won the trivia question.
And then we have a new question, too.
We do have a new question this week, so make sure you stay tuned till the end so you can get that question so you can get a free prize. Also, we got to thank somebody and acknowledge somebody, don't we? Because
we do.
Because without them, we wouldn't have our show here.
Right, for sure.
Yeah, we have the original Good Morning Lebanon that we'd like to give a shout out to out in Missouri. They're right outside of like the Lake of Ozark in that area, and they've been doing this for about a year now.
Right, they just had their anniversary. Yeah, so big shout out to Ryan, the creator, and Ashley and Brian, the host.
Yeah, absolutely. We thank you so much for helping us along to this, and we hope we do just as well as you guys have.
Yeah, then thanks for the shout out last week.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. All right. Well, you know what? We can't do this show either without our sponsors. So we need to do a big thank you to our sponsors.
For sure. Thank you, Superior Overhead Doors.
Yeah, we have Auto Glass Service.
Titan Media Works.
InfoRule Social Media.
615 Insurance.
Achieve Entrepreneur and Co-working Center.
And, of course, the Murfreesboro Pulse.
Absolutely. Well, now it's time to talk about our trivia winner from last week.
Ooh.
Yeah. So our winner will get a free or a
$25 gift card.
$25 gift card to Starbucks. Yeah. And so last week our question was, who originally recorded the hit Christmas song Feliz Navidad?
Oh, I know this one.
Well, who was it, Rachel?
It was Jose Feliciano.
Ah, okay.
And guess who else knew it?
Yep. I can tell you who else knew it. Cindy Ducker Brindley knew it, and she actually won our prize this week. So, Cindy, somebody will be reaching out to you to let you know how to collect your prize, and we'll get in touch with you. And congratulations. We're so happy that you won. Play again. Maybe you'll win next week. Who knows?
Right. And as we say, if you think there's nothing to do in Murfreesboro, you're certainly not looking hard enough. So let's talk about some of the events that we have coming up.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. On December 13th, there's a free Christmas experience at Patterson Park. You can bring the whole family and have a heartwarming evening of holiday cheer. There's family activities, including decorating ornaments, cookies, seeing Santa, and if you need that photo with Santa, you can bring your own camera. That is happening from 6 to 8 p.m. on December 13th.
That sounds like a lot of fun. We also have something really cool going on. It's a 1940s radio Christmas carol. They'll take you back in time with the Murfreesboro Little Theater and a unique performance of a 1940s radio Christmas carol. Super cool. It's at Oakland Mansion, which is a beautiful place to go enjoy something like this. The show times are Friday, December 13th at 7 p.m., Sunday, December 15th at 2 p.m., Wednesday through Friday, December 18th through the 20th at 7 p.m. And you can get your tickets at MLTarts.com, or I believe you can go onto Oakland's website and they'll have a link where you can get those tickets as well.
I'm sure. Through December 14th, there's the White Monkey Christmas Market, which is really fun to say too. Whether you're hunting for a unique gift or just a festive outing, the White Monkey Christmas Market has you covered. If you have someone that's hard to shop for or you need a one-of-a-kind gift, this is definitely a treasure trove of artisan goods. It is more than just a market. It's a holiday experience, and that runs Thursdays and Fridays from 10 to 6, Saturdays from 8 to 4. So for all the details, you go to estatesales.org.
That sounds like a lot of fun, too. And another Christmas classic in Murfreesboro holiday event you have to do is the Candlelight Tour of the Homes. That one is actually through Murfreesboro East Main Street Historical District. It's a magical holiday experience. I love doing it. It's something, if you live here and you've not done it before, it's something you have to do. And then you end up at Oakland's Mansion and you can enjoy music from the Home Sweet Home Band. There's also face painting. There's photos with Santa there as well. And there's also food trucks if you're hungry, but it's a great experience. You can ride the MTSU Raider Express or drive yourself to explore at your own pace. And then that tour starts at 4 and ends at 8 p.m. And then it's $30 for adults, $10 for students ages 6 to 12, and free for children 5 and under.
There's a lot of beautiful houses down Main Street.
There is a lot of beautiful houses. And if you want more information on that, you can actually go to oaklandsmansion.org /candlelight tour to get more information on that.
The beautiful holiday tradition.
I love it. It's amazing. And this year it'll be just as beautiful. Last year was a little different, but this year it seems like they're doing it how they traditionally do it.
Which is great. Back to be on par.
Yep.
All right. Well, December 17th, the Tennessee Valley Winds concert. Celebrate the holidays with Tennessee Valley Winds as they bring their 20th anniversary season to life with a festive and free Christmas concert. We'd like to talk about all the free events for families. This is also taking place at Patterson Park. And then at that event, they will announce the high school concerto competition winner. It's a beautiful way to enjoy seasoned sounds with family and friends. Don't miss this musical treat. The concert begins at 7, and you can visit tnvalleywinds.org for all kinds of information.
Yeah. And then another event that we have to talk about again is the Christmas lights in Cannonsburg. So you want to make sure you go to that. It's a little drive-through experience. It's free. So they do take donations. So make sure that you donate. But that one is a great event to go to. But that'll be, I believe, through the rest of the season here and an enjoyable experience. And so if you didn't catch that last week, catch it this week.
Yeah. Pack up those kids, blankets, and some hot cocoa for a free light show.
Yeah. And if you want more information on events going around Murfreesboro, then you can go to murfreesboropulse.com, or you can go to one of their newsstands and you can grab one of their newspapers right out of there and see all the events that we're talking about and more.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, our first guest is actually going to be coming up right after this message, Rachel.
Hello. Welcome to Achieve Entrepreneur and Co-working Center, located here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee at 1630 South Church Street, Suite 100. We provide flexible workspace solutions, including private offices, workstation conference rooms, and a podcast studio. For only $35 a month, your business can obtain a professional business address at our location. Contact us today, 615-866-5438.
Welcome to Good Morning Murfreesboro. Thanks for joining us this morning, Jody.
Thank you.
You are the brainchild and the creator of Blvd Station. Can you tell us a little bit about the mission behind it?
Yes, so we are a job training cafe in Murfreesboro, and we help those with employment obstacles such as disabilities or being previously incarcerated. So it's a paid internship. Most of the interns are in our program for 12 to 16 months. And so we train them in food service, hospitality, barista, bakery, retail, and custodial jobs. And then our occupational therapists train and assess and then help place them out in regular community jobs.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
How did that become for you? Like, what was the birthplace of that?
Okay. Well, I started Amelia's Closet, another nonprofit job readiness program 10 years ago. And our main volunteer source was adults with disabilities wanting a place to serve their community. And so they would volunteer every month from local organizations and help process our incoming jewelry, shoes, and purses for our clients that we serve there. And so many of them asked if they could have a real job. So they felt like they were working in a real boutique. Most of them otherwise were sitting at home watching TV, and they wanted meaningful work and to feel like they were making a difference and belong in their community. So I saw a big gap when they graduate high school. There's not a lot of things that would help them continue learning. And so I felt like God just kind of gave me the vision of having a job training opportunity for them to continue feeling like they have a purpose and that they belong.
Well, that's a great lead into how faith played a role in you as a nonprofit and as an entrepreneur.
Yes, I would not have ventured into this unknown territory unless the Lord really made it absolutely clear that this was the next thing for me to do. I don't have a nonprofit background, have never really worked in the restaurant field, except waitressing in high school. So it was a big step of faith, and especially not knowing how we would pay for this endeavor. It's an expensive endeavor, as you can imagine, just, leasing that large automotive garage and renovating it and then paying our interns and our staff to train. So it's
so how do you get those funds to do that? I mean, that's I know it's a big undertaking to get that. So how do you guys provide and grow it to that level like you have?
So we do apply for grants, but our main income is just individual donors. It costs us about $7,000 a week to run Liberty Station and Amelia's Closet both. I never dreamed it would be this expensive or hard, but God provides, sometimes down to the last day, funds coming in. And most of it's just individuals that hear about what we do and either donate monthly or annually. So it's been
pretty amazing.
And you got some kitchen equipment donated as well.
Yeah, so all the kitchen equipment except the 2 sinks was provided by a church, and they've been great. And you can go to just about every room in the cafe. We have the garage space and the cafe space kitchen. The majority of every room is filled with donations. The community has really just rallied around us.
Wow,
That's
awesome.
fantastic.
So you talked about training and getting these people with these disabilities or going through a program for rehabilitation from being in prison or jail. What is that training? How does that look? Like, how do they grow in that progression for them?
So we train on Mondays and Tuesdays, but we're not open to the public for serving coffee or lunch. So our occupational therapists on our staff, they create milestones and goals and objectives for each individual, and they're able to train in a way that they can each be successful in a way they learn. A few of our interns have been previously employed, but they were let go because they didn't do the job right. But it's because they weren't trained in a way they could be successful. And so once they transition and train on Tuesdays mainly, then we'll add another day where we're open to the public so they can really get their feet wet at doing that. And then they'll progress to be working with us all the days we're open Wednesday through Saturday, 9:30 to 1:30.
That's really cool because I know just in general, finding a job, even if you don't have experience in something, is just difficult just for anybody. And if you don't have the knowledge or the skill set, it's hard on that resume to find a decent job out there. So the fact that you're providing that for our community with people that need that is quite amazing.
And we wanted to do employment fields that were in high demand, like baristas.
Yeah.
You go get a good job in a lot of different coffee shops around town if you have that training. And we didn't want it just to be a job. We want it to be a job that they're interested in, because we know if we like what we're doing, we'll be more successful.
It's not really a job.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, what unique rewards and challenges come with running the business like Liberty Station?
The funding is the big thing. Our grilled cheese, we have 11 different gourmet grilled cheese sandwiches and our own coffee line. That only covers like 46% of our expenses. So the biggest challenge is raising funds and awareness. A lot of people still come in and after being open 2 years and don't even really know what we do. They just heard we have good grilled cheese. So
You do have good grilled cheese. The grilled cheese flight is my favorite.
Yes.
And I've had wonderful coffee from the baristas as well.
Thank you.
So what are some of the ways that people can donate to you or donate to Liberty Station?
So you can go on our Facebook page or even our website, click the donate button, and you can set up a one-time gift or a recurring donation gift. It helps if people just plan on coming at least once a month just to eat, bring a group. We have a lot of small groups come, different professional groups come in. And so that really helps us. And the interns do a lot better when they're busy. Because a lot of times when we're slow, like one day, 2 weeks ago, we had 2 customers the whole day. And so a lot of times when it's slow, they kind of regress into, their habits that we're trying to overcome. But we've had record-breaking sales days recently. So
That's great. And there's different levels that people can donate. It's not like set dollar amount. There are
Right.
varying dollar amounts.
Some people donate $10 a month, and that's wonderful. So
great.
everything helps.
Well, do you have any special people that help you in this organization? I heard maybe Alex Blue.
Yeah, so he
before.
created a signature sandwich that we featured 2 weeks ago. We sold out on day 2.
Wow.
And so every month we're featuring a new chef. Jason Matheson from Primrose Table is
Yeah.
doing our sandwich in January. And so we're reaching out to other chefs. And Alex's sandwich brought in a lot of new people that hadn't heard about us. And even after we sold out, people didn't just turn around and walk out. They ordered something and really could experience what it's like to be in our facility. So many people have said they just sense God's presence when they walk in the door.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, one quick final question here. If you could give advice to anybody that was starting a nonprofit, what advice would you give them?
I would say the first thing is reach out to local nonprofits and see if anyone's already doing what you want to do. There's a lot of overlap among some nonprofits, but it's great to not recreate the wheel, just join in on someone already doing something like that, unless you have such a specific niche that it needs to be. Because it's not, it is a business, but it's not, doing a nonprofit isn't easier. It's just, different. And doing the social enterprise like Liberty Station is just adds a whole new aspect of it, but it's so rewarding.
That's fantastic. Well, we really appreciate you being here today.
Thank you.
We're going to put a link to your website. And if there's anything else, you let us know. We'll add that. So if any of the viewers are watching and want to become part of Liberty Station, you click below.
Yeah, thank you so much for being here, Jody. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. All right. Well, it is time for Purple Paws. And Kodak got adopted last week.
I am so
we're
excited
happy
about
to be able
that.
to do this segment for you guys. So this week, if you don't know, Purple Paws supports animal rescues throughout the Middle Tennessee area. Today, we have a special friend from the Rutherford County Cat Rescue. You meet little Junior Mint. Sweet little Junior Mint there. Isn't he adorable? He is a male. He is 7 to 8 months old, up to date on all his vaccines, was rescued with his siblings and mother at a tender age of 1 week old, living outdoors in a large colony of kittens. And then he's also very laid back, gets along with other kitties very well. So if you'd like to adopt little sweet Junior Mint here, you certainly can for the holidays. He is such a sweet little cat. If you're interested, please go to rutherfordcountycatrescue.org.
All right. Well, if you are interested in Junior Mint or any of the other animals that are available, you can get that information below and any information from our week that we have out here. And I just want to say to my kids, no, you don't need another cat.
Come on, Rachel, let him have another cat.
We do like black cats. We have a black cat in our animal family.
We had a ton of cats when I was growing up, so I have a soft spot in my heart for cats. Well, we have our next guest here. That's Wendy Miriam Auto Glass Service. So thank you so much for being here. And Wendy's here to talk to us today about auto glass. It's wintertime and it's a crazy season. If you are driving your car and the snow, ice come out just to warm it up. If you're one of those people that, tend to say, I got a bucket of hot water to get the ice off my window.
Please don't do that. Well, that just brings more business. That's true.
Well,
Go
welcome.
ahead, try it.
Welcome, Wendy. We appreciate you being. Wendy said, "Please try and come see me."
Yeah. Well, we're really happy to have you.
Yeah.
Happy to be here.
Well, thank you so much again, and tell us a little bit about Auto Glass Service. You're located here in Murfreesboro, so tell us a little bit about the business and what you guys offer.
Okay, so we are located next door to Sam's Club.
Yep, easy to find.
131 John R. Rice Boulevard. We tell people that if you want to come over and let us do your windshield while we're doing that, you can walk across the parking lot and do a little Christmas shopping. So that's a cute little.
My wife would take you up on that. That's for sure.
Now, there we go. We do auto glass, all types. So anything related to your automobile glass.
Yeah.
So the windshield, the back glass, side windows, sunroof. We take care of all of it.
Really? That's pretty amazing. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I was going to ask about the side windows. I had a side window broken once, and it was kind of hard to find a replacement. So you guys do
I gotcha.
any glass?
Mm-hmm. As
So-
long as it's in a car.
Let me ask you this. Does it stop at a certain year of vehicle? You know, some people drive older vehicles. Like, what do you
No,
use?
we've had great success in locating glass for even 1980.
Wow. Yeah.
Older vehicles, stuff like that.
Older, 1980.
I
Come
know. Can
on.
you believe that? We're
Like
saying that.
1940 is old.
I know. But yes, we can locate just about anything you need.
Yeah, that's really awesome. Yeah. So, what about if I had a classic car that needed it? Could you do that too?
Well, sure. Call us.
Awesome. We have some classic car people out there.
Yeah.
I'll keep that in mind.
So if a window or a sunroof gets broken, what are some good temporary fixes until they're able to get to you?
Okay, so let's talk about the windshield.
Okay.
If you get a little star chip, you need to call us immediately. The longer you let it wait, more time for dirt and water to seep in and the repair to not be as successful. That would be my first thing for those. Next thing is related to weather. If you have that little stone chip, and this morning was a perfect example. We walked outside and there was a nice little glaze across
Yeah.
the windshield. So you want to try to not scrape. Turn the defroster on. You may still notice that it's growing. If it does, then we're going to need to replace it, and that's okay.
My wife had that happen with her vehicle a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
It was Christmas Day, believe it or not, and we had a little chip that happened, and the car was way ahead of us on the interstate. Little chip that popped up, and we were like, "Oh, we'll maybe get the chip fixed," and we didn't even make it back home from my in-laws before it was cracked all the way across the windshield.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If one of the side windows breaks, you can call us. We can get crash wrap to you, or you can come in and we can crash wrap the vehicle until we can do the replacement. But usually same day or next day service. So
That's amazing.
we're not without for long.
So if like they're in the office or if they come out to you, how long does it usually take for them to replace the windows?
Windshield about an hour and a half. Door glasses, anything else, you're still looking in that same time frame.
You mentioned crash wrap. What did that mean?
Crash wrap was used a lot in body shops for if you had, maybe you broke out the front bumper area where the lights are, and they would put something over it so that things would hold in place until you could get things completed.
Okay.
So crash wrapping that empty spot will keep the cold out and the rain out. It's temporary.
Yeah.
It's not meant to do that for
So
a
don't
month.
put a piece of cardboard over your spot.
No. Please.
Well, could you tell us a little bit about what makes your auto glass business different than any others locally?
I think it's in our name, service, right? Because we are offering service to people's homes, school, work. They can go to Sam's and shop, and we can do it there. We stand behind our work too, and we're at 38 states now. So if you get a windshield and then you travel to Destin, Florida, pick up a stone chip, you give me a call, and I set you up with the people in Florida.
Cool.
And we stand behind our work. We care. We really like what we do. And everyone who works for us, I can honestly say, they've been there long enough to get we're like family. So the rhythm of how we want things handled, we want to take care of people as if they're family.
That's awesome. Well, another thing that I'd like to ask is if you do an insurance claim, right? What does that process look like for you guys?
The insurance claim has gotten easier and easier. We are a preferred vendor now. So my advice to a client who has if you're watching now and you know you have a broken windshield, contact your agent first. Don't ever call the 800 number on the back of a card because your agent can help get things moved along quick. We file the claim, usually have the approval right then, if not then, later on in the day, and we can still get the work done that day or the following.
Why is it good for them to talk to their agent first, though?
In my opinion, if you call the 800 number on the back of your card, you're going to talk to someone who is more than likely not from Tennessee, doesn't understand, quite honestly, our lingo. Years ago, someone called and said, a gator hit my windshield. We all know that's a tire gator.
Yeah.
And that's just a piece of tire off of the truck's tire on the, yes, this gentleman had never heard of that. On the 800 number. So if you had spoken to your agent first, they would be able to advise you on, what do you need to say and how to handle things.
And sometimes that matters in that situation because you want to make sure that you say it hit you, you didn't hit it.
Exactly.
Well, one last question that we want to ask you real quick is, how do we get in contact with you?
You can call me direct at 615-295-3826 or call our office 615-867-3500. We are running a special for Good Morning Murfreesboro. $69 chips till the chip repairs till the end of the month and $50 off your windshield.
Wow. That's awesome. You hear that, guys? If you watch and you heard that, then you'll know how to get your windshield fixed.
Be sure and mention you saw us on Good Morning Murfreesboro.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Winnie, for being here. We really appreciate it. And thank you for all the amazing information. You really enlightened us to what to do in the winter seasons when we end up in a sticky situation.
Sure.
Thank you so much. We're going to go ahead and put all your information in the boxes below.
Okay.
And we're going to be right back after this important message. Welcome back, everyone. We're here with Patty Fedak, owner of Elements Massage here in Murfreesboro. Welcome.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Yeah, we're great to have you. We're so happy you're here.
Yes, and I'm so glad that we have a morning show in Murfreesboro. This is wonderful.
Yeah, thank you. So let's jump right in with why don't you give us a little foundation on Elements and why they are different than other massage studios here in town?
Great. Yes, I'm happy to do that. So Elements Massage was actually founded by a massage therapist. We are a franchise, but we are a very small one. So we have about 250 locations throughout the United States, but they're all individually owned. I'm a local owner here in Murfreesboro, raised my kids here. My husband actually has a business here in Murfreesboro as well. So we just really felt strongly about the brand because we are a therapeutic massage studio that really helps people feel better and live a better life.
Fantastic. That's really cool. So how did you know that was your calling and that's where you wanted to go?
Well, actually, that's a really good question, Lance. I was actually a banker for over 20 years, and I was really looking to get back to the community that I lived in, where I raised my kids. I want to be able to give back to our community in ways, and you can do that really well by being a business owner that services people in a way that takes care of them. So that was really important to me. I also feel really passionate about growing people and individuals to their full potential. So being a business owner in Murfreesboro, and the fit with Elements was just perfect.
That's awesome.
That's fantastic. Well, we're getting up on the holiday seasons and we are. Yes. And we're excited. Obviously, the poinsettia.
Yes.
Do you have any self-care, wonderful specials going on for December?
Oh, always. We have a new client trial all the time that allows folks to come in $20 off just to experience a massage. And then currently for the holidays, we have, of course, gift card specials. It's also a one-size-fits-all.
I love it.
It's buy one, get one free on any length session at the studio, and equates to about 25% off of our normal walk-in rates. Of course, members always get member rate when they buy gift cards, which that is typically $30 off of the walk-in rate.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
Oh, we'll put the information down below on how people can take advantage of that.
Yeah, absolutely. That's awesome. Well, a question that I have for you is there particular techniques or things that you specialize in?
Well, what we actually specialize in is whatever the client needs. So we have a matching system. So when a client calls to book a massage at our studio, what they are doing is asking a lot of questions so that we can figure out specifically what the needs of that client is. And then we match them with a therapist that can deliver that type of service. So it is customized completely to the experience of the client.
Awesome. That's really cool.
Are there any specific health benefits that come from routine massage, maybe once a month, once every 2 weeks?
Yes, absolutely. I think every client is different. So we have some that come in every week, some that come in every 2 weeks, every month. The benefits are great for relaxation. So mentally, you can rejuvenate. Of course, treating specific conditions for massage can certainly help with the quality of life that a client has and experiences. But it can lower blood pressure, rejuvenate the muscles, help lymphatic drainage. It has a lot of health benefits, increases circulation. So wellness wise, massage is something that everyone should probably try and have in their toolbox for maintaining their body.
Yeah, so there's more to it than just I want to relax and de-stress myself. There's health benefits to having a massage on a regular basis.
Yes, Lance, it is really important. I think we take care of our cars and we take care of our ACs, we take care of windshields. You really need to invest in yourself, and it's one way that you can do that really helps to keep you feeling so much better and on top of things.
So you guys do different types of services there. You do sports massage and pregnancy massage. Can you name a couple other?
So we have people who will come in for sports or for injuries. People who've had car accidents or other types of injuries, you can get muscle atrophy. You have to really work those areas. So physical therapy is typically where a doctor would start with someone who needs that kind of specific care, but can transition to massage because it is very medical and holistic. So we also see clients that have fibromyalgia, Parkinson's, cerebral palsy. We have clients that come in that have multiple different types of needs that massage can actually speak to and help them to live a better life.
Yeah. Well, I see people with those little bruises on their shoulders and arms and stuff all the time, little round ones. That's called cupping, right? Do you guys do that?
Yes, we do. We actually only perform 4 upgrades in the studio, but they are all centered around making the massage the best that it can be for a client. Cupping is definitely one of those services.
What does it do?
It allows the therapist to get a little deeper into the tissue so that they can make sure that they're smoothing that fascia and increasing the circulation and pulling toxins out from the muscles themselves. So it is a really deeper therapeutic experience. And there are certain clients that, of course, would fit that need and some that would not be able to qualify for that. So it just depends. Again, we're matching the client experience with specifically what that client needs to feel better.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Well, we appreciate you being here. Thank you so much, Patty. We'll make sure we put your information below.
Yes. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, thank you so much, Patty. You gave us a lot of cool information, and it's really been informative. Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, everybody. It is time for Good Morning Trivia, everybody's favorite part of the show here, where they can win a cool, awesome prize. This week, our sponsor is Christy Daniel from Dutton Real Estate Group, and she'll be giving away a gift certificate at Serenity Salt Cave here in Murfreesboro.
Well, I guess that means you're going to ask the question.
I certainly am. Today's question is, what actor played the character Neil Miller in the hit Christmas movie, The Santa Claus?
Well, that's a good one. I do not know the answer, but I will by next week.
Do you know which one Neil was in the movie?
I have no idea.
It was that one with the ugly sweaters on all the time. That was getting picked on by Tim Allen.
I think that there might be some ugly sweaters in our future next week.
There might be.
Yes, right. Well, to enter, go to the Good Morning Murfreesboro Facebook page. We'll have a post for the trivia, and you put your answer there below, and then we will choose at random from one of the winners. And then next week we will feature it. I heard that you also had a special interview with someone who's near and dear to many children's hearts.
I did, actually. I was able earlier to catch up with Santa after the Christmas tree lighting, and we had a good little conversation, and he had a little message from Murfreesboro about the Christmas tree lighting and had to tell us a little secret of his. And so we're gonna play that for everybody real quick, that little clip talking to Santa.
All right, let's see it.
We tracked down Santa here in Murfreesboro after the Christmas tree lighting, and we are so excited to talk to you about that. Tell us how that went, Santa.
Oh, I got to tell you, Lance, that was one of the best. I love Murfreesboro. I love the community, the way they are, the rich history of this town. And luckily, you caught me when I was here getting reindeer feed. Because, you know, Co-op is the only place that I can get quality reindeer feed.
So you're telling me out of the whole country, Santa, you come right here to Murfreesboro for Co-op reindeer feed? That's insane. Like, what is that? What makes them fly? Is it the feed?
It most certainly helps.
Gets them through the night. It's a busy night, isn't it?
Yes.
How many times do you have to stop and feed the reindeer, Santa?
Actually, I have several places that are secret that we keep the food stash.
I'm always trying to get Santa secrets, but guess what? We were here at the Co-op. We ended up over here at Valley Growers in their beautiful set that they have here for pictures with Santa. So hopefully you'll get to stop back by here and see some kids at some point before Christmas. Well, another big thing that we want to talk about, of course, is the Christmas tree lighting. We want all the details. I happen to be there. I got to see you on stage come across. Tell us how that goes. Every year you do a great job lighting our tree, Santa, so tell us all about it.
Well, what motivates the whole thing is the reception. The minute they watch me come in on my sled, and then I get down from the elevator and I come out, the joy just starts. You can feel the love of the Christmas spirit. I tell you, it just fills my heart.
We enjoyed it so much. My wife was there. Our co-host Rachel was there, so we got to see you out there. And I noticed you did a story at some point, and that story was about your ring. Can you tell me all about that?
Well, I get a lot of questions from kids who ask me, "Where's your reindeer? Where's your sled?" And what they don't understand, reindeer and the sled can't be seen. I mean, could you imagine the chaos that would cause?
I know.
So I have to, my magic ring right here. Right there's my reindeer, and right there's my sled. And when I get to be where nobody can see me, I say the magic word, which I'm not going to tell you. Now, the red here turns bright green on Christmas Eve and will unlock any door all over the world. You see the white around the red? Those are stars. That's how I travel through time.
Well, that's it for this week's show. We're really glad that you were able to join us. Please stay tuned for all the fun stuff that we have over the next week. We're going to have all kinds of information, the trivia, lots of things to see and look forward to next week.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we also had our little, where'd he go? There he is. I didn't know where he moved to.
Yeah, he's sneaky.
But we also had him helping out this week. And we also have to thank our sponsors for helping out this week.
For sure.
Yeah.
Let's go with Superior Overhead Doors,
Yeah. Auto Glass Service,
Titan Media Works,
Info Rules Social Media,
615 Insurance,
Achieve Entrepreneur and Co-working Center.
and of course, the Murfreesboro Pulse.
Absolutely. And guys, you can join us again next Friday at 9 a.m. And don't forget to go back and watch our episode from last week as well, where you can see our interview with Sarah Callender, and she talks about Main Street Murfreesboro. So if you haven't watched that yet, great information about that organization and what happens in Murfreesboro with them.
Yeah.
And we would love to see you comment on our stuff.
Yes.
Tell them what all they have to do, Rachel.
All right. Well, in the comments below, click on all of the people that have been here, check out their stuff, but leave us some comments, like, share, follow, subscribe. We love the nice comments that have been coming in and we really appreciate it. So invite your friends to see our cool show.
Yeah. And that's it.
That's
for
it.
now. Bye from Good Morning Murfreesboro.
See you next week.